And this is a look outside from our Walker Tower cam. There is a line of rain and thunderstorms moving closer to West Michigan with the possibility of severe weather.
And Chief Meteorologist George Lesson's going to start us off in the Weather Center with our first look outside. George.
The good news is nothing is going on right now here in West Michigan, so you have some time to prepare in case severe weather does break out. But we are tracking an area of showers and storms off to our west. There are a number of severe thunderstorm watches as close to us as extreme southwest lower Michigan. These storms have built up this afternoon, and there are expected to be some that develop right along the lakeshore here in the next couple of hours, independent of these storms. As these storms move off to the north and east, they're certainly going to have the capability of putting down a lot of heavy rain. We certainly need some much needed rain, but the closest severe thunderstorm watch is down to our south, includes Berrien and Cass counties down in southwest lower Michigan. That watch remains in effect until 10 o'clock. Also severe thunderstorm watches off to our west through much of Wisconsin and Illinois. That one is until 8 o'clock this evening their time, and you can see those storms as they move off to the northeast will be moving at a pretty good clip at about 35 to 45 miles an hour. They'll start to develop here in West Michigan between 6 o'clock and 7:30, and then the bulk of the rain and showers and thunderstorms, those over in Illinois and Wisconsin, will be coming through later on in the evening and exit the region after 2 a.m. There is a slight risk for severe weather here in southwest lower Michigan, which means scattered severe storms are possible. That is ranked number 2 out of the 5 highest categories. In terms of what is potentially a risk here tonight, we have a high risk for strong damaging winds, a high risk for large hail, and fortunately a high risk for heavy rain. We could certainly use all this rain, but our forecast confidence in all of those are trending toward the low side. Not confident that all of those will occur. And again, the highest risk there in the yellow, which is the second lowest risk, is from damaging winds and a very low risk of large hail. We're in number 1 out of 5 in that category, and there's no risk for tornadoes. That will be over in Wisconsin and in Illinois here tonight. It's a hot one out there. We've reached 90 in Grand Rapids, a record-breaking high in Muskegon, and very hot, 94 in Holland. We'll see a little bit of relief from that here during the day tomorrow. But again, severe weather possible this evening. We'll drop to a very muggy 68. The sun will come out tomorrow afternoon. We'll be up to 87. Just a slight chance of a shower to the northwest Thursday night. A nice day on Friday. We'll take the humidity out temporarily, but still 87. And then more hot and humid weather on Saturday with highs in the mid-80s. We will have a closer look at when those storms will develop here in southwest lower Michigan a little bit later on.
Storms are moving closer to us with the potential to be severe.
Yeah, George out on the weather deck now. And George, a little earlier you were saying Wisconsin might be getting a little harder than us on the other side of the lake.
Storms have already developed there. We're going to see our storms develop pretty much out of nowhere here in West Michigan. 13 weather ball is blinking bright tonight, and that means we have showers and storms in sight. It's also green. No change to the very warm weather pattern foreseen. This view brought to you by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Possible severe weather as early as 7 o'clock this evening through about 11. The storms will then just change into just rain showers after midnight here in Grand Rapids, and a very warm, muggy 70 at 7 a.m. On the radar, you can see lots of showers and storms in Wisconsin, down in Illinois, northwest Indiana. Not much going on here right now, but there are a number of severe thunderstorm watches off to our west. The strongest storms coming out over southern Lake Michigan right now. Even stronger storms with severe thunderstorm warnings in Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin. We're focusing on all of these parameters. In fact, a lot of lightning with these storms. This is the one we're watching right now that may head towards southwest lower Michigan. That will be after the initial line moves on through. And you can see the lightning forecast taking them out over Lake Michigan. Lots of lightning down here forecast in northwest Indiana. These are severe thunderstorm watches and marine warnings out over Lake Michigan, and most likely they'll be extended further off to the east here this evening. Between about 6 o'clock and 2 a.m. is when the best bet for the stronger storms to arrive, and some of them will be just developing right over southwest lower Michigan. Again, we're tracking a number of these as they move off to the east-northeast at about 30 miles an hour. So it'll be a couple of hours before the main line comes on through West Michigan. There is a slight risk for severe weather. That's on the scale of 1 to 5. That's number 2. So this is just a slight risk, and most of the action will occur off to our west tonight, but there's still the possibility here. These are the main storms that we're watching right now on the radar. I want you to focus right in through here in the next couple of hours. There's going to be a line sign of some storms that are going to be developing. And once they develop, you might get one clap of thunder, and then you've got to head indoors because these storms are going to develop rapidly, and then they'll move on through. By 8 o'clock, they'll be up here in Newaygo and Lake counties, and then it'll just kind of explode as we go through the evening hours. By 10 o'clock, pretty much widespread. You notice the main line coming out of Indiana? That's the back edge of those showers and storms, and that's not really going to be the show. That will move off to the east later on after 2 a.m. Most of the rain is done, and then we'll just see a quiet rest of the night, just maybe a lingering shower on over toward Ionia or so. After that, things will be a lot quieter here tomorrow. The winds will shift around to the west in the afternoon. We'll start to see some relief from the humidity. That will take place here tomorrow night, but the sun will come out. It will be into the mid and upper 80s, a little cooler at the lakeshore. And then as we get into the following day, finally a brief break from the weather, at least from the humidity, and then we'll see our temperatures still back up into the mid 80s during the afternoon. Then another round of rain comes our way over the upcoming weekend. Forecast out in Lake Michigan, that's not the place to be this evening. You'll see some showers and thunderstorms on and off throughout much of the evening. Waves right around 1 to 2 feet for most of the night. That's outside of the thunderstorms, of course. A low risk for rip currents, though, as you head out to perhaps take a after midnight dip, because it's going to be really stormy out there here this evening. And water temperatures, though, were generally in the low and mid 60s, although a few were starting to touch 70 here and there. Forecast then for tonight, again, showers and thunderstorms, 66 up north, 68 in Holland, maybe 65 there in South Haven. You'll be in the muggy mid 60s up north with showers and thunderstorms. We certainly do need the rain. And there will be some heavy downpours associated with these, the gusty winds and some hail, all parts of thunderstorms. Overnight lows into the mid and upper 60s. A little bit of a break from the humidity on Friday, but it will be back with us by Saturday. About 90% of the area seeing storms starting Saturday afternoon, and they'll be on into Saturday night. They'll end Sunday morning, and then the humidity sweeps on out, and we'll start the day on Monday with perhaps a chance of a shower off to the north. 13 on target forecast. We're looking at less humid weather much of next week. There's a chance of some showers and storms next Thursday night and Friday, and the humidity will return for next weekend.